Awesome hitting that break last night, by the way.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it yet, Brian. The video got lost in all the food pics and grandkid posts. There's just too much stuff on Facebook. I don't want to buy protein shakes for my cousin's kid or watch a cat playing piano. Facebook wasn't made for collecting, that's for sure.
Well, Chris, now there's a better way to break.
Well, spit it out. What does that mean?
There's a new platform designed specifically for breaking, created by the pros at Real Sports Cards. It's called Uncommon. When you use Uncommon, you won't see any of the Facebook clutter. You can tune in to a current break in progress, see what's dropping next, browse your favorite card categories, and easily find what you're looking for.
That looks easy as pie. How do I join a break?
You simply click, and your spot is on hold. No more constantly refreshing and commenting to claim teams. Then it safely and securely charges your account. A notification will tell you when the break is about to start, and a live chat lets you cheer each other on.
Well, this is a walk in the park compared to Facebook.
Yep, sure is.
Can I start now?
Absolutely. Visit uncommonapp.com today for a better way to break.
Where has this been all these years? I think I might delete my Facebook now.
What's happening, everybody? Bowman here, Throw Breaks. We're ready to get into a little bit of Bowman for the night. I got two cases in front of me here of 2023 Bowman Jumbo. I'm going to need somebody to pick left or right, and then we'll get started. Left or right, left or right. We are going right. I believe that's Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. There we go. It's like Andrew just got in before you, Isaiah, but I appreciate you being there and picking for us as well. So here we go. Full case of Jumbo. 3 autos per box. 8 boxes per case. Total of 24 autos in this break here. So let's get going. Let's get it going. Hawkman, are you here? So how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody having a nice Monday night? I hit 2 super fractors yesterday out of Bowman. I hit a 101 in Stadium Club. Maybe, just maybe, we can keep her going in this one here. I'd love to hit one more before I take off for a couple days. What's going on, Rage? How are we? So here we go on box number 1. Box number 1. I'll tell you, after doing those 5Ks player breaks, this one's going to feel very short. We got Prelander Baroa base auto for the Mariners. They'll sell, Isaiah. That break will happen for sure. I'm thinking that those last 3 teams will be taken by the time we are done with this break here, and then we'll jump right straight into that one. So we'll be done with this break in about 35 minutes, so then we will get into football right after that. He was a man. He had a beard. 100%. Talking about me. We got Elijah Green out of 50 for the Nationals, and a purple at the end here too. Manuel Beltran at 250. Yeah, you betcha, Isaiah. Yeah, football. I was surprised at that one. Felt a little slower than I thought it would tonight. I think that's a great break. Really good, really nice break. Nice, nice price point on there too. But yeah, it'll definitely go. It had crossed my mind to wait on starting Bowman for that to fill, because that break's not going to take a lot of time. And I'm just like, I'll go into Bowman. I'll go into Bowman. Give it a little bit more time. Randy DeJesus. Nice hit on the refractor, Randy DeJesus auto. Talladega Nights. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. You gotta come at me with a little bit of a little tougher one. You gotta come at me with a little tougher one there. Of course I'm gonna get Talladega Nights. And we got Jace Avina to the Crew. Purple out of 250. There you go, Brew Crew. Nice little first box to start us off here. Number 238 out of 250 on that Brew Crew, Jay Savina. Because I like to party. I like to think of myself as the lead singer of Lynyrd Skynyrd, wearing a tuxedo t-shirt. Alright, that does it for box number 1. So yeah, as I was saying, we got $10 off the last 3 teams in football. Only 3 teams left in football. $10 off each remaining. Bengals, Chargers, Lions. The last 3 teams in football. We got 17 hits in that break, including Spectra. Spectra's in there, Playbook, and Contenders. Spectra's always a ton of fun to rip. 8 hits alone in that box of Spectra. 4 relics, 4 autos. Excited to rip into that break. Let's be honest. I'm excited for every break. Let's be honest with each other here. Let's be honest with each other. Here we go on box number 2. Box number 2. Push those up just a little bit so I don't send them tumbling. We got Leandro Arias out of 125. There you go. O's. Oh, that's his bat knob. I thought there was something in the top loader. It's his bat knob. Good stuff there. Orioles going to Ray. There we go, Ray. First auto, we got Braylon Tavera base auto for the Orioles as well. Ray, back-to-back hitting there. Good stuff there, Ray. Let's put the Arias and the Tavera up there together. That was Vin Diesel. Andres Mesa. Andres Mesa to the Rangers on the Lunar Glow. Jackson Holiday out of $4.99. Jackson Holiday Spotlight as well. Orioles all over this box so far. Ray, and believe it or not, I did not skunk you in the other break either. Can you believe it? Gunnar Henderson out of $4.99 and another Oriole. I said Orioles are all over this box. So we got Leandro Arias Speckle auto out of $2.99. Followed with the Gunnar Henderson out of $4.99. So Jackson Holiday and Gunnar Henderson. Sky Blue Paper, both out of $4.99. We got the Braylon Tavera auto, the Leandro Arias out of $125, and now the Arias out of $2.99. So it's like Orioles have gotten like every parallel in auto so far in this one. Colin Palouse out of $150 though. That's so unlike me. I mean, I'm having an off day, Ray. What can I say? I'm having an off day, so I got you hits instead of skunking you like I usually do. Can you believe it? It's crazy. It's crazy. Apparently. Allegedly. Moving on to box number 3. Let's do this. Nice. Junior Caminero auto for the Tampa Bay Rays. Nice hit on the Junior Caminero. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is going to be going out to Biddix. Nice hit, Biddix. Up in the mitt. There you go. How did I end up with real breaks? That's a great question. That's a great question, Ray. I will tell you. So I got back into the hobby in 2018. Late 2018 is when I got back into the hobby, and so I was buying like boxes and stuff, and I got hooked up with a couple buddies from high school that I started doing breaks, and one of them had actually done some sorting work for Tom. His name was Logan, and Logan said, "Hey, have you ever done a break?" I'm like, "I've never done a break. I don't know what a break is." And he's like, "Check these guys out. I used to work for them." So, 1 out of 150. We got Kobe Mayo to the Orioles out of 50. 1 of 50. What's up there, Team Brian Fink? Bone of Arc. I thought we scrapped that one. Drew Jones had a $3.99 green paper. So I got into my first break, and instantly I was hooked. It was so much fun. So I was instantly hooked, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to start a YouTube channel. So I started a YouTube channel, just doing like personal boxes and stuff. So after I did that, I got to talking to Tom and Ryan and stuff as they were breaking, and I mentioned to Tom that I was doing some personal rips, and I ended up hitting the Ken Griffey Jr. 101. And I said, you should check out my video. And Tom watched the video. And a couple months later, he's like, hey, like, how do you feel about possibly breaking? And I said, I never really thought about it. Tommy Specht out of $4.99. And he's like, yeah, I'm looking for somebody to start breaking soon. I'm like, all right. So I started just doing breaks with Tom just on Fridays and Sundays are the only days that I broke. I did Friday nights after I got done working at my full-time job, and then I did Sundays pretty much every day of the week. And it got to that point where Tom's like, do you want to come on full-time? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I could. I said, I guess I could come on full-time. I never really thought about it. And so I ended up quitting my job as a shift manager at a cheese factory. So I quit my job, and then I started for Tom full-time back in 2021. No, it was probably 2021, I think, is when I started full-time. So I've been full-time here now for a couple of years. Carlos Jorge out of 150. Yeah, Brian is an OG that remembers when I first started. Yeah, started breaking in Tom's basement, actually. I still remember my very first break. It was 2020 Finest. Was the first product that I broke. And I remember my first football break, too. Tom thought it was the funniest thing ever, my first football break, because he had me do 2020 Prism Draft Picks football for my very first football break ever. Well, if you know football products, Prism Draft Picks, everybody's in their high school or their college uniforms. Everybody's in their college uniforms, and they don't have their NFL team assigned to them. So I'm doing this football break, and I'm struggling. Like, I am struggling hard because I had no idea who anybody was. Like, it was to the point where, and I was so nervous. It got to the point where one guy that I pulled was a guy named AJ Dillon, and it was a patch auto from Boston College. And I looked over at Tom, and I'm like, Tom, who does AJ Dillon play for? He's like, he's a Packer. Like, I totally had, like, just the biggest mind block. Like, I just had the biggest mind block. I couldn't think. Like, obviously, he was the Packers, like, second-round draft pick that year. And I'm a Packer fan. But yeah, so that's when, that was my first football break. I'll never forget it. Cause I'm like, that was a jerk move. Yeah, the Waupun store didn't exist yet. I thought Tom was crazy when he showed me this building that he bought. I thought he was absolutely insane. I thought it was absolutely insane. And so the reason why we moved to the Waupun store, this was another funny one. We were doing a break in Tom's basement. Brock Jones to the Rays. There you go, Rays back-to-back first autos in the last 2 boxes. We were doing a break in Tom's basement, and he had lost internet. Like, the internet just completely just shut off. He called his internet provider, and he had some internet provider that if you lived outside of Wisconsin, you'd never heard of it. It was called like Packerland or something like that. Packerland internet. Not very reliable internet. So this was a Sunday night. It was a Sunday night, and it was about 10:30 at night, and we were already behind because the internet cut out a couple times. And we were about 3 hours behind. We packed up and put everything in Tom's truck, like the computers, the product, the supplies, like everything. Nice Justin Crawford out of 150. And we drove over to Waupun at 10:30 at night, set everything up, and we got our brakes done. And that was essentially how we had moved over to Waupun then. Because there was nothing left at Tom's house after that. But he got everything moved over and everything all set up in the course of about 45 minutes. We started breaking again, and it's all been history since then. But in this building, we have moved from 3 different rooms for breaking. From the downstairs room, that's like an office. We used to sit on this big, high table. The table was probably about 5 feet tall. And the only chairs that were over here, were like old barber chairs. They were like these old barber stools. They were the most uncomfortable chairs to sit in. Your feet are dangling. You got about a stool about this big to put your butt on. And I'm a big fella, all right? My butt didn't fit on it. So yeah, your feet are dangling, and then they were squeaky. So every time you turned, the chair went creak, creak. Oh, man. They're still downstairs, actually. We got Nika Puka Grego out of $4.99. Going out to the Phillies. Phillies are going out to John. Nice stuff, John. Jerry Rice ever Raider. But all the guys were. I used to have a Jerry Rice Raiders jersey. Oh yeah, it was super professional. It was super professional. We were making do with what we had at the time. Amarion Boyd, Phillies on a 250 this time. Yeah, we were honestly just making do with what we had, trying to get the job done. And you know what? I think it worked out all right. I think I actually used that chair when we a couple months ago when we broke something downstairs. Tom finally got a decent table downstairs and a decent chair to sit in. Nika Poo-Poo. I was gonna say when I flipped that over, I know for sure that is not the Nika Puka Grego Superfractor, because we pulled that yesterday. It's not the Superfractor. Yeah, squeaky chair on a door doing that was the absolute worst. Absolute worst. I remember when we were doing those breaks downstairs on that chair, it was really early in the time we moved over here, so we didn't have the greatest internet over here either when we first moved over. But it wasn't the most reliable, I should say. Trying to tell a story, Nick! We had lost internet during a Bowman Chrome 2021 Bowman Chrome break, and I remember this was the absolute maddest somebody had ever gotten at me. Like, again, I'll never forget it, because you'll never forget the first time that somebody pushes you to the brink of breaking down and just being like, I don't know if I can do this. But I was over here by myself one night, and I was still relatively new, and the internet stopped working, and I didn't know what to do. And it was already like 2 in the morning, and I had an entire Bowman Chrome break to do. I didn't know what to do, so I ended up going live from my phone. And on your phone you got about this much that people can see. So I'm like doing my best to keep the packs and everything and all the open cards on the camera. Because I didn't have the side camera and like that. It was awful. And this guy started sending me a bunch of PMs, swearing at me, telling me that pretty much that I sucked. And I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. It's 2 in the morning, Tom's sleeping, I can't call him, and I'm still like pretty green at this time. We got Brandon Tavera going out to the Orioles out of 299. There you go, Ray. But after about half an hour of me listening to this guy and stuff like that, I was just done. I was just done. That was I won't forget that. It was the first time that I really took like a lot of criticism for something, and it was something that I didn't have control over. But now we got pretty reliable internet. Obviously we still have technical difficulties, from time to time. Like I'm sure everybody does at their jobs, has those technical difficulties from time to time. So it's much better now. I did have to go live off my phone not too long ago. Spectrum outage in the entire area, and it lasted like 4 hours. Luckily at that time everybody was a lot more friendly about it. Everybody was a lot more friendly about it that time. Nice Sal Frelick going out to the crew out of 125. So that time it was a lot more enjoyable, but yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about where we started. Like I know Tom started back in 2016, and I've gone back and watched videos from back then. Like the videos are so blurry, and you can barely hear what he's saying, and it was funny. But even like 3 years ago, to think about where we were to where we are now, it's absolutely wild. It's absolutely wild. Yeah, the bat was fantastic. And we've been best friends ever since. I know, right, Brian? We've been best friends ever since. Yeah, Brian's been here since I first started. I remember the first time Brian was chatting in a break, and I'm like, I like that Brian Fink guy. And Tom goes, yeah, he's a Cubs fan. I'm like, oh. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. How about a Tim get to the tower out of 250? There you go, Diamondbacks going out to Papa OG. There you go, Papa. I try to tell some great stories during breaks. I always wonder if I'm retelling the same story. People are all like, "Oh, Bowen's telling this story again." Yep, I am. You betcha. Ooh, we got a redemption. Looks like a purple redemption. Chrome prospect autograph, purple refractor of Spencer Jones. Purple. Let's go, Yankees. Big Rick energy. There you go, Rick. So I can't believe you keep arms on the table. That's awesome. Tom Romeo said really was like, I don't care what Bone says, I like you. Well, yeah, you guys got the Cub connection. You guys got the Cub connection. You guys will always be buddies. You only listen to me half the time, so it's always a new story anyways? See, that's what I appreciate about you, Ray. That's what I appreciate about you. We had the worst camera. We had the absolute worst camera when we first moved over here too. I'm not sure who all remembers this one. Brian probably does. I'm not sure who else remembers that. It's 2 years ago now. But we had a camera like the one that's in front of me right now. But every time that you tapped it, if you just touched the camera, it froze. and it was awful. It was awful, and it took a couple weeks for Tom to get a new one. So like every time that I was doing a break, you just please don't freeze, please don't freeze, please don't freeze. It froze every single break. It froze every single break. And I remember like coming to work one day. Tom had this box, and he had it like on my desk, and I'm like, it was in a gray box or a brown box. And I'm like, what is this? He's like, open it. It's a present for you. I open it up. It was a new camera. It was a new webcam. I was so happy I could have cried. The camera was all pixelated too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was so happy I could have cried. I went live, and I remember Tom came on, like, into the room, and he usually doesn't come into the room when I'm breaking. And he just says, Bone, I got one last present for you. You get to take that camera home, the one that we just replaced, and you get to throw it out the window. You get to throw it out the window when on your way home. Oh man, I didn't throw it out the window because that's littering. But I'll tell you what, I threw it in the garbage as hard as I possibly could. See, like that right there, what I just did, that would have froze the camera. Yeah, there you go, Eric. Eric, that's you, Rick Energy? That's you, bud? I like it. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Dude, we had a Roderick Arias before too, right? Did I pull an Office Space with a fax machine? Think like times 10. Oh man. It was the absolute most frustrating thing ever. Most frustrating thing ever. Got a blue auto here. Blue auto. Dominic Canzone. Dominic Canzone, blue auto, 16 out of 150. 16 out of 150 on that one. Whenever you see that color, whenever you see that like maroon color, you get really excited because you're like, oh, Drew Jones? It was Arias. I thought so. I thought so. I'm trying to think. It was a parallel too. It was like a blue. I think it was a blue or maybe an atomic. Blue or an atomic. Cam Collier, nice hit out of 199. The Reds going out to M. Weiss. There you go, M. Weiss. Nice stuff on that Cam Collier. Sorry, Brew Crew. I have to bump ya. So yeah, those are a couple good memories I have from when we first started. That's Gabriel Gonzalez. There was another time it goes back to this internet a lot. We were Tom was in a really, really, really bad mood. I have you going down memory lane. I know, right? It's fun. Tom was in a really, really bad mood, and I was new, so I didn't know really how to handle Tom when he was having a bad day. And Jordan Groshans followed by Lisandro Rodriguez to the Royals base auto. It was 2020 Bowman's Best was the product, and so he had to go live to see if the internet was working and stuff. And so he's like, well, since we're here, I might as well rip something since we're live in the group here, and I'm not just gonna sit here and do nothing and just talk. So he grabbed a box of Bowman's Best. Brandon Walter out of 499 refractor going out to the Red Sox for Jay Gray. There you go, Jay. And in this box of 2020 Bowman's Best, he ended up hitting a Ed Howard green auto. I still remember the exact color. And all of a sudden, his mood went from I want to punch a wall to I'm super happy now because I got a PC card out of this box that I just grabbed to rip while I was checking to see if I can be live on this stupid internet. So, I remember that when he did that. I actually bought him a that same exact card in the atomic parallel. And I'm like, I'm not gonna get you the super fractor, the red, but now maybe you can get yourself the rainbow of that card. You remember that? Yeah. Yeah, I remember you watching that one too. I remember you watching that. What was in the package? The package was actually sent. It was Minnesota was the ones it was returned to after 2 years. Inside it was a football mixer. It was a football mixer. It was the Patriots. They had a couple nice cards in there, and then they got to the very last card, and it was a Devin McCourty auto. It was a Devin McCourty auto, and it turns out it was a 1-of-1 Devin McCourty auto. I remember that, Nick. That was a good one too. Yeah, so there was a 1-of-1 in the package. Pretty cool, right? Speaking of football breaks, I should take a quick little peek at that football. Oh, we're full on football. We'll be live with football directly after this break. So once we get done with these 2 boxes here, I'll just switch out my 4 rows, start a new video, and we'll be live with football then. You been waiting on 2 years for that package? Good try, Ray. Good try. I don't know if you've ever been on a football break, Ray. Have you ever been on a football break? Oops. Camera freeze. All right, here we go. This is box number 7. Jorge Ruiz for the Angels, $4.99. There you go, Angels. Angels got that Randy DeJesus and a Jorge Ruiz now on the refractor. Good stuff, Angels. Angels having a nice little break. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Jamar Chase out of 10 on your birthday. I remember that now. Yep. That's right. There you go, Milltown for the Angels. That's right. How you Lee out of $3.99 for the Phillies. Originally, I said was I never moved. you said you never moved a muscle. I don't. That away. That's the one thing. Like when internet you lose power, or you lose internet or something like that. Like one of the worst feelings as a breaker is when you have product open in front of you. Like right now, I got product open in front of me. Like losing power right now is the worst feeling as a breaker. And when you come back, like, we don't touch anything in front of us. And when you come back, the thing you hope for the most, at least me, is, gosh darn it, I hope there's a huge card. I hope there's an absolute monster card in front of me. In one of these stacks here. And it actually happened during one. I did lose power one night. And came back live, and it was a football break. I think it was 2020 Optic, I believe it was. And I had the packs open in front of me just like this. And I hadn't got to the auto yet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please let there be something massive in here. And there was. It was a Jalen Hurts like green auto or something out of 149. Jalen Hurts rated rookie on card auto. And I'm just like, yes! I'm like, see, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. What's up there, Lee? Open 8 jumbo? Really? Oh, and they hit a How You Lee red too? That's fantastic. Ooh, that's also pretty sweet. There you go, Matthew. Matthew Wood going out to Neil. There you go, Neil. I just bumped the crew a little bit ago. I don't know. I might leave it. Oh, it's gold though. Eesh. Let's go like this. Let's just do that. Odds of hitting a red? Not easy. Not easy. What's up, Ricky Rax? How goes it, man? Caden Dana to the Angels base auto. I appreciate that, Ricky. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like to try to keep it fun. Keep it fun, keep it entertaining. Baseball cards are supposed to be fun. I would like to go see Dodger Stadium too. There's a Verlander out of 175. I'd like to see Dodger Stadium. I have not got to see as many baseball stadiums that I would have liked to in my life so far. Pretty much nothing. I think that's probably less than 10 for sure, as far as like MLB fields go. It wasn't an auto, it was a parallel. I mean, that's still a big hit, Lee. That's still a big hit, Lee. Anytime that you're hitting a red first, whether it's an auto or a non-auto, you're doing well. And How You Lee he's become a pretty big chase in this product. So it's a good one. It's a very good one. It's been pretty hot, Ricky. It's been pretty hot. Like one every like 2 blasters or so. So I hope you get one. I hope you get one. College football venues in California are pretty crazy. I mean, I believe it. College football venues, honestly, anywhere on game day are ridiculous. Madison, Wisconsin, on a Saturday, oh, it's popping off. You remember me doing a Bowman draft break, power went out, and when it came back, all the cards for Allen and Ginter? Weird, Ray. Strange how that happens. Super weird. That was a personal Ray that I was ripping for you. I see a green grass parallel here. Green grass parallel of Hayden Younger. 50 out of 99 for the Blue Jays. There you go, Stefan. Oh, Stefan's in here. Stefan, okay. Coming back full circle on these stories, Stefan was the only person that continued talking to me during that 2021 Bowman Chrome break where I had to do it on my phone, and that guy got so mad at me. That's when I realized that Stefan was a really cool dude. He was the only person that kept talking to me during that entire break. The entire break where I felt about this big. I'll never forget that, and I'll always be appreciative of Stefan for that day. I'll never forget it. Kenny Gomez to the Stros out of 125. Yeah. Like I said, it's something I'll never forget. And that was 2 years ago already now. I think Stefan could tell I was feeling really really bad. And Stefan's just a good dude with a good heart. Gabriel Moreno. We got a blue paper, or a yellow paper, not blue. Gabriel Martinez out of 75 for the Blue Jays. And Brady House to the Nationals. Nets. Gabriel Martinez out of 75 Blue Jays. Northern teams, long games. LSU and Alabama. Oh man. Going to one of those games would be nuts. That'd be crazy, Larry. Next auto up is, speaking of How You Lee base auto. There you go, John. John and the Phillies having a real nice break here. Good stuff there, John. Good break. There's Stefan. Oh, you're good, Stefan. You're good. We got an atomic auto to finish the break on. Atomic auto. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Out of 100, Drew Jones Atomic. 66 out of 100. Papa OG with the Diamondbacks. From the top rope, let's go. My word. Oh my gosh. What a hit. What an absolute monster hit there. That's quite the name to finish the break on, huh? Yeah, that'll work. Move over, Spencer. There's a new sheriff in town. Sheriff Jones. Mr. Jones and me taking over the money, man. This means we have to open up one more box. You got Tom's number. Call Tom and ask him. And let me know what he says. You gotta put him on speakerphone, though. That's funny. Oh, man. That was fun. That was a fun break. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and chatting during the break. I really do appreciate it. Fun going down memory lane like that. So I haven't thought about that for quite some time. So I really do appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, Cassis never misses. So I mean, your name is Brian. So his name on Uncommon is hashtag Team Brian, and your Team Brian Fink. You can be Cassis for the night. So here we go on unnumbered stuff that we sleeved up here. Mejia, Mesa, DeLauder, Montgomery, Garcia, Collier, and Roderick Arias. Numbered stuff that we sleeved up here. This will all be top loaded before it gets shipped. We got Beltre, Arias, Holiday, Henderson, Arias, Naylor, Tavares, Gonzalez, Baez. We got Parada, Blanco Jr., Groshans, Harrison, De La Cruz, Verlander, House, and Baez. We got one unnumbered card that we top loaded. Gabriel Gonzalez is going to be our Lunar Glow that we top loaded for the Mariners. Let's go into parallels then. And I appreciate you as well, Stefan. Thanks a bunch, buddy. Absolutely, Brian. Absolutely, my friend. Might be Friday. I think I might have Wednesday off this week, so it might be Friday when we try again here. All right, so numbered stuff that we top loaded. Drew Jones out of 399. Diamondbacks, Martinez, Blue Jays, Gomez, Strohs, Churio, Cruz, Sweeney, Yanks, Frelick, Crew, Jorge, Another nice one there for the Reds. I probably should have put that up there with the Collier. Good stuff there. Reds on the Collier. And Elijah Green. Nationals gold. Couple base autos here. We got Prelander Baroa and Lisandro Rodriguez. Baroa is Mariners. Rodriguez, Royals. Next up for the numbered autos, Younger for the Blue Jays. Walter, Red Sox. Avina, Crew, Palouse, Athletics, Charles. Royals, and Specht is the Rangers. Showcase then, let's start off with the Rays. Brock Jones and Junior Caminero. Base autos there. Love that Caminero. He is just flying up the prospect rankings right now too. Going out to Biddix. Good stuff there, Biddix. How about the gold shimmer? Matthew Wood for the Crew. Crew going out to Neil. Nice break, Neil. Angels. Caden Dana, base auto. Randy DeJesus out of 499. And Jorge Ruiz out of 499 as well. Nice break for the Angels. Angels are going to be going out to Milltown. Let's do the Phillies. Phillies, great break here. We got Justin Crawford on the blue shimmer out of 150. Nika Puka Grego out of 499. Amarian Boyd out of 250. How You Lee 399. And Crawford on the Lunar Glow, followed by the How You Lee base auto. Great break for John and the Phillies. Here we go with the Orioles. Leandro Arias out of 299. Tavera base. Arias out of 125. Kobe Mayo out of 50. And Braylon Tavera out of 299 for the Orioles. Orioles going out to Ray. How about the Cam Collier? Cam Collier numbered 82 out of 199. Going out to M. Weiss. Nice break there, M. Weiss. Got that Jorge and the Collier parallels. How about Spencer Jones purple out of 250 on the redemption there? Outstanding hit. Going out to Rick. There you go, Rick. Rick Energy. Good stuff. Good stuff. AKA Eric. Not me, different Eric. And your Moneyman hit of the break. We got Dominic Canzone out of 150. Tim Get to the Tower out of 250. And Drew Jones Atomic Auto. That one is numbered 66 out of 100. Outstanding hit there. Fantastic break for Papa OG and the Diamondbacks. So there we have it, my friends. That does it for Bowman. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me during this break. Really do appreciate it. Great conversation. Good break overall in general. I'll be back here in just a few minutes for football. So come back. We'll hang out. We'll talk some more. We'll some more nice cards and have some more fun. So thanks a bunch, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.